The BTS fandom was shaken today after Jin, the eldest member of the group, made an unexpected appearance in a short video uploaded to X. The clip, which instantly went viral, shows Jin confidently introducing himself with a warm smile, sparking speculation and excitement about his long-awaited activities following his military service. However, what caught fans' attention was not only Jin's presence, but Jungkook's unusual reaction once the video began circulating online. According to several armies who closely follow Jungkook's live streams and recent appearances, the youngest member of BTS seemed noticeably tense and distracted whenever Jin's comeback was mentioned. Fans quickly connected the dots, suggesting that Jungkook may be aware of a hidden message behind Jin's sudden reappearance. Some believe that Jin's short greeting, simple as it was, carried a deeper meaning directed at his groupmates, particularly Jungkook. Social media platforms are now flooded with theories. Was Jin hinting at an upcoming BTS reunion? Or was there a private matter between Jin and Jungkook that fans are only now beginning to sense? The buzz has created a wave of anticipation across the fandom. Clips of Jungkook's expressions, some showing him biting his lip, others appearing deep in thought, have gone viral, with captions questioning whether he is anxious about something related to Jin. While neither HYBE nor the members themselves have clarified the situation, the combination of Jin's surprise comeback video and Jungkook's nervous demeanor has ignited curiosity like never before. The possibility of hidden messages, private tensions, or even secret projects has made this one of the most discussed moments in BTS's recent history. For now, armies can only wait and speculate. But one thing is certain: Jin's single, "Hello, This Is Jin," has already created a ripple effect, especially on Jungkook, whose reaction has left fans wondering what's truly happening behind the scenes. The shockwaves within the BTS fandom grew even louder today when Jin, the eldest member of the group, appeared in a short but powerful video released on X. His confident, "Hello, this is Jin," lit up social media within minutes, with armies worldwide sharing and replaying the clip endlessly. The black hoodie, the subtle smile, the word global shining behind him. It all carried the sense of something bigger waiting just around the corner. Yet, while Jin's return alone was enough to electrify millions, it was Jungkook's subtle and unexpected reaction that ignited a new storm of speculation. In recent days, Jungkook has been active in live streams, chatting casually with fans, answering questions, and maintaining the easy presence that ARMY has always loved. But after Jin's video began spreading like wildfire, something shifted. Fans noticed him pausing more often than usual, eyes darting, lips pressed together as if fighting to conceal emotions he couldn't quite put into words. Screenshots and screen recordings captured every flicker of expression, and before long, hashtags about Jungkook's tense look climbed into trending topics alongside Jin's triumphant return. The fandom, known for its keen eye for details, did not hold back. Some argued that Jungkook's nervousness was nothing more than surprise that even the closest members of BTS weren't prepared for Jin's sudden re-entry into the spotlight. Others took a more dramatic route, insisting that there must be a hidden layer to Jin's words, perhaps a private signal that only his bandmates would understand. A few went further, suggesting unresolved issues between Jin and Jungkook, a theory that instantly stirred heated debates across online communities. What stood out most was the sense of mystery that surrounded the situation. Every glance, every silence, every faint smile Jungkook gave in the aftermath was dissected as if it were a puzzle piece in a much larger picture. Was he anxious about something the public didn't know yet? Did Jin's calm greeting hide a deeper message meant only for BTS, or maybe even just for Jungkook himself? The lack of clarity only fueled the wildfire. HYBE, the group's management company, remained quiet, offering no clarification about Jin's surprise video. Their silence only amplified the theories if this was merely a casual message from Jin. Why hadn't the company followed up with an official statement about upcoming projects? Why leave fans to speculate endlessly unless there was more coming behind the curtain? The result is a fan base caught between joy and suspense. On one side, armies are overjoyed to see Jin again, healthy, smiling, and ready to reconnect. On the other, the lingering image of Jungkook's nervous expression refuses to fade, leaving many with the uneasy feeling that something is brewing beneath the surface. Each passing hour without answers only sharpens the questions. Is there a reunion in the works? Is a hidden conflict about to spill into the public eye? Or is this simply another carefully crafted BTS moment, designed to keep the world watching and waiting? For now, fans hold their breath, dissecting Jin's single sentence and Jungkook's every reaction, convinced that behind the smiles and silences lies the beginning of the group's next chapter. Whatever truth eventually comes to light, one thing is certain: this is no ordinary video release. It is a spark that has set the fandom ablaze, pulling every eye back onto BTS and their enigmatic bond. The tension surrounding BTS reached a new height after Jin's sudden reappearance in a short clip on X. While fans were overjoyed to see the eldest member smiling warmly and confidently greeting the world once more, another detail quickly stole the spotlight: Jungkook's reaction in the hours that followed. His body language and expressions during live appearances began circulating almost as fast as Jin's own video. The youngest member of BTS, usually relaxed and playful in front of fans, appeared distracted and unusually tense, fueling whispers of something deeper happening behind the scenes. Viewers noted how Jungkook hesitated whenever Jin's name was brought up, his lips tightening as though suppressing words he wasn't ready to say. At moments, he seemed to force a smile. At others, he fell into silence, his eyes glancing down in visible discomfort. These subtle changes did not escape ARMY, whose collective ability to read the members' emotions has long been one of the defining traits of the fandom. Within hours, fan theories spread across multiple platforms. Some suggested that Jungkook might be hiding excitement for a surprise project involving Jin, while others were convinced that there was a personal undertone, a message within Jin's simple greeting that had struck directly at Jungkook. Theories only multiplied as clips and screenshots of Jungkook trended worldwide. Fans analyzed every detail, from the way he bit his lip to the pauses that seemed longer than usual. Words like nervous, anxious, and uneasy dominated online discussions, turning what should have been a straightforward celebration of Jin's return into a larger mystery. Was Jin's message meant only for the fans, or was there a coded meaning reserved for the members? Could Jungkook's reaction be tied to private conversations we will never see? The silence from both Jin and Hybe only deepened the intrigue, leaving fans desperate for clarity, but left instead with unanswered questions. The situation created a strange duality within the fandom. On one hand, ARMY rejoiced at Jin's reappearance, the sight of him healthy and smiling enough to fill millions with renewed hope. On the other, the unease etched across Jungkook's face became impossible to ignore, a reminder that not everything behind the curtains may be as simple as it seems. This tension between joy and concern kept fans awake, glued to their screens, dissecting each passing moment as though it were part of a carefully crafted story unfolding in real time. What makes this moment different is how quickly it has evolved beyond a simple video release. Jin's warm hello has already grown into a catalyst for wider speculation, reviving questions about the group's future, the closeness of the members, and the unseen pressures they face. Jungkook's visible nervousness only added fuel to the fire, making fans question whether there are hidden messages yet to be revealed. As the hours stretch, with no statement from Hybe and no further word from Jin, the air of suspense grows heavier, pushing this beyond a typical fandom frenzy into something that feels like the prologue to a much larger chapter. Every second of silence now matters. Every look on Jungkook's face is magnified, every pause replayed, every theory amplified. The fandom waits, holding on to Jin's sudden presence and Jungkook's quiet unease, convinced that the real story has only just begun. The atmosphere in the BTS fandom continues to thicken with suspense. What began as a joyful celebration of Jin's sudden reappearance in a short clip has now turned into a wave of unease, all centered around Jungkook. The youngest member of BTS has been under intense observation since Jin's warm "Hello, this is Jin" spread across the internet. Instead of responding with his usual playful energy, Jungkook appeared hesitant, distracted, and at times visibly troubled. And those small shifts have been magnified into a storm of speculation. The contrast is striking. Jin appeared in the video with confidence, his eyes clear, his smile calm, as if he were returning to the spotlight with no trace of hesitation. Yet when fans shifted their gaze to Jungkook in his subsequent live streams, they noticed a man carrying weight he could not put into words. He paused more often than usual, his voice cracking slightly when fans asked about the video. On one occasion, he bit his lip before forcing out a smile, a fleeting moment that fans captured and replayed endlessly across social platforms. Online communities erupted with theories. Some argued that Jungkook's reaction was one of pure shock. Perhaps he had not been informed about Jin's sudden re-entry, and the unexpectedness caught him off guard. Others claimed there was more beneath the surface, that Jin's brief words might have carried a private message that struck Jungkook in a way the public could never fully understand. A few even whispered of personal tensions, unresolved emotions that had been dormant during Jin's military service but surfaced the moment his face reappeared before millions. The silence from HYBE only fueled the fire. The company offered no context, no explanation, leaving ARMY to fill the void with their own narratives. Why did they not release an official statement celebrating Jin's return? Why allow fans to spiral into endless speculation if this was meant to be nothing more than a casual greeting? Every unanswered question became a spark, and together they lit an inferno of anticipation and uncertainty. What makes this moment so powerful is the collision of two extremes: Jin's radiant confidence and Jungkook's quiet unease. One side of the fandom celebrates with tears of joy at seeing Jin again, while the other cannot shake the image of Jungkook's nervous gaze. It is this duality, happiness tinged with mystery, that keeps fans glued to their screens, dissecting each movement, each pause, each line spoken by Jungkook since the video's release. As the hours stretch on, the situation feels less like an ordinary update and more like the opening chapter of something larger. Theories about an imminent BTS reunion clash, with rumors of personal conflicts, while whispers of secret projects only heighten the suspense. For ARMY, this is not simply about Jin saying hello. It is about what that hello has awakened in Jungkook, and what it might mean for the group as a whole. In the absence of answers, the fandom waits. Every silence speaks louder than words, every subtle expression becomes a clue, and every moment without clarification deepens the mystery. Jin's video may have lasted only seconds, but its impact on Jungkook and the questions it has stirred among millions will echo far longer.